All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dow. Well, I got home. I only had about maybe, a few minutes or so to actually read a little bit of emails. I realized that it's quite dark right now. That's because it's about 4 something in the morning. 4 something in the morning. I can't remember what time is it. About 4:45, something like that in the morning. Sister Carol and I got in yesterday at about 6:30 a.m. from Canada. It was like a 14 and a half hour drive, something like that, including stops and all this other stuff. I think if I'm going to be able to try to speak to a bunch of these emails, I'm going to have to try to help you all this way. Listen. If you don't change your mind, I'll say it again. If you do not change your mind, then nothing in your life will change. You have a perspective. You have a point of view. You have an outlook. You have a way that you view things, and the way that you view things is because the way that your mind is shaped. You can look at somebody else's peace. You can look at somebody else's serenity. You can look at somebody else's drive. You can look at somebody else's work ethic. You can look at a lot of things because, let me give you an example. When I got home yesterday from Canada, okay, and I had functioned on very little sleep. I worked all day yesterday. I didn't go to bed till 9 o'clock that evening. And I was up at 4 o'clock, more like 3:45, just to be able to get things together and get ready to get out and go to work again. And if you don't work, nobody is going to give you anything in his life. It's not going to be, well, I'm not going to say that because the government was giving a lot of people welfare in Section 8, and now they done pulled that. And I got a video I need to make on that too, and I'm going to make that video too. It's just something else. I remember old Trump said he's going to drain the swamp, but I digress back, okay? But look, you have got to have self-drive, self-determination, self-will, and nothing, and I'm going to say it again, I'm probably going to say it 1,000 times, I'm going to keep on saying it. Nothing will ever change in life until you change your mind. You're miserable, you're always arguing, you're fighting, you're contentious, you're full of envy, full of jealousy. You and you alone can control that outlook. You and you alone can control your environment. You and you alone can change your mind. But what, too many times, more often than not, what people want to do is they want everything else to change around them while they have not changed their mind. And no matter how much the environment changes around you, even if it does change, if you don't change your mind, your life will never, ever be happy, because to change your mind means you have to be obedient in a lot of areas that you're disobedient in. There's a lot of slackness, laziness, a lot of apathetic, a lot of lethargic stuff. Life is full of sacrifice. And until you change your mind, and until you change that station, change that dial, nothing is going to get better. So I can drive it home till the chickens wake up in the morning. But everything in his life is pretty much about your mindset, your mind. Some of you're just carnal. You just think just like the world does in every way, shape, fashion, or form. But think about this. When you rub elbows and soak yourself in the things of this world, and you do it continuously and stuff, how can you expect to have a life and mind of peace? It's just simply not going to happen. It ain't going to happen. So somebody need to tell you, and if somebody did tell you, and his name is Pastor Dow, change your mind. If you don't change your mind, you will not change your outlook. Your outlook will not be changed, and nothing in this world or in his life will ever be the same. Shalom.